Race number 8 is the Jordan handicap. It's over the 1800 metres, second of the 1800 metre races. It's for the Class 3s. Champion Supreme, he's won in Class 4 over the 1800 here. He carried 128 pounds to do that. Naboo Star's only having his second start at Sha Tin. You would think the circuit will suit his racing style. Super Elegance has placed 3 from 5 and nearly was put over the inside rail last start. The Speedsters, the 7 Thunderstomp, the 8 Blastoise, they both go forward. Blinker's second time for Thunderstomp. God of Dragon, Class 3 2,000 metre winner 3 starts ago and has placed 2 from 3 at the 1800. Another horse that likes to race forward.
Yeah, the speed here, it's hard not to see Thunderstomp not leading here because he'll be up on the pace with the blinkers being reapplied from gate number 11. Unicorn Baby, I thought, wasn't a bad run last time out. Comes out of a decent form race and he was just held up over the final stages. So he's got Jack Wong close to a class drop from gate 1. God of Dragon, Blastoise, Beauty Happy. A few of these runners do get back the likes of Vinci, Charity Go, Naboo Star, but Thunderstomp should be leading these.
Champion Supreme's been pretty consistent here in his last few starts. He steps back from 2,000 to 1,800, so he's a pretty fit horse. Quite keen in his work. You can see he's got those cheek pieces on there and moves nicely in his work. John Moore and Neil Cullen aboard. Blastoise, he's a last start winner. That was a Happy Valley, but it has won at Sha Tin as well. He's had a good season with those 2 wins and he moves nicely in his work. He's got Zach Purdon jumping aboard as well. Maps pretty well. And I thought Unicorn Baby is an interesting runner, stepping up to 1,800 metres. He was a little bit unlucky at his last start. He's won off a 59 rating before. He's 63 at the moment, but the distance was interesting for me.
1,400, the furthest he'd been since.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, up to 18.
1,800 on Sunday. Champion Supreme, Neil Cullen, rode the horse to victory at his last win and they partner again in race number 8.
Neil, you rode Champion Supreme on Sunday. You ran well in a slowly run race last time out, back to 1,800 metres. You're jumping back on board. What do you make of his chances?
Yeah, he's been racing well all season. He hasn't quite hit the board again since I won on him earlier in the season, but like I say, his form's been good between here and Happy Valley. So, yeah, you know, he closed off quite well the last time, like you say. It was a messy run race, which they normally are over that distance, but look, he feels in good form, he's in good heart, and he doesn't mind the distance, and it's a relatively small field for this sort of class. So, yeah, look, he'll go in there, he's in good nick, so I'd be quite hopeful he can run a strong race.
Were you happy with the way that he worked with you earlier this week?
Yeah, his track work is very good. He's very... Actually, I reckon you could let him go down on his own. He's that good a ride. But look, his track work is perfect. He feels really good, and the distance, the track, everything's in good order. And a small field, I think, like I say, will suit him. So if they go slow or fast, it doesn't really matter to him. I think he can run a strong race.
Champion Supreme, top of the book in race number 8. Currently, each way around 8.2 and 5.4. Naboo Star, Tom. Paul's had a bit of a love affair with this horse, so you can have first crack.
Yes, this horse here, Naboo Star, caught wide throughout, wasn't the quickest away, but finished strongly over the final stages. This was the race that was won by Jolly Honour. He was only 3/4 of a length away, but steaming home. He's only had 1 run here at Sha Tin. He was out of the money on that occasion, but I think he's a horse that's really found some form.
He has. I'm going to stick with him. Oh, I've kept the faith with Naboo Star. Like, he was unlucky 2 starts ago, didn't get a run the whole way down, and then he had to go wide in that one. Big roomy straight at Sha Tin, will give him a chance.
It's made for him, Sha Tin, isn't it? The way he's been racing.
I know, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
I can understand you sticking with him. OK, Blastoise on the inside. Here he is again, Naboo Star, and there's Vinci at the back in the red and white.
Yeah, this was Naboo Star when he was very unlucky for 5th, but Blastoise has been going well. I've got him in on a minor line. Joe was on board to win this assignment last time out. Zach jumps on board. Joe's on Ensemble here. Vinci, I've been a fan of Vinci in the past, but I just can't catch him. He's just been unreliable.
You can deal me out of Vinci, yeah, but I've got Blastoise in. He's definitely in. I think he's going well, and Naboo Star out of that race as well.
He's an 1,800 metre winner is Blastoise. Ensemble, very heavily tipped last time, just had no luck, and there's Super Elegance at the back.
Yeah, he's another horse I've had a bit of a love affair with, Ensemble, and especially in his last few starts. Hasn't quite managed to get his nose in front, but look, I've got him in once again. I think he'll run well. I've got all these horses all racing against each other, which I've been keeping my eye on. So I think he's another good chance.
Yeah, I think Ensemble can just about win this. Caught wide, no cover throughout last time out, peaked at the 200 and couldn't go on. This was his run okay, a couple of runs back. And the other horse I don't mind is Super Elegance. I've been a bit of a fan of his. As you said before, Mark nearly got put over the rail last time out, but prior to that, he'd been pretty honest.
Got smashed, didn't he? So just put the pen through his last start. Super Elegance for sure. OK, Paul, Naboo start. What have you sorted out with the other loves?
Yeah, Blastoise and Ensemble. I think I've made them all best bets during the season. Blastoise has probably done the best for me. The Booster has been unlucky. Ensemble's run placing. So 4, 8 and 10. Unicorn Baby is interesting for me. Up to 1,800 metres. A little bit unlucky last start. He's drawn barrier number 1, so we should get a soft run. So I wanted to find a spot for him. 4, 8, 10, 11.
I'm with the 10 here on Zombal. Last time out, just peaked over the final stages because he did have a tough run in transit. So he's on top to beat Naboo Star. Blastoise goes in. Super Elegance didn't quite find a spot for Unicorn Baby, but he's quite interesting at 33s and 18s. If you're looking for a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th selection, wouldn't put you off him. 10, 4, 8 and 6.
8 races previewed, still 3 to go on this 11 event program coming up at Sha Tin on Sunday. We'll have a look at race number 9 right after this break.